Howdy, Possum Patty, little Miss TT here. Hello, Miss TT. And yeah, there's a lot on the table today. I've been working on several things. So why don't we just do a What's on My Desk Wednesday? Come on along. I'm getting into the habit of leaving a few little crumbs scattered around on the table. So if I have a few minutes, I could pop in, sit down, and maybe work on a project. And I came up with the idea of a possibilities jar. And this is going to be just a fun way, maybe once a week or something, to reach into the jar and pull out either something I wanted to journal about or a journal I wanted to work in. And I had a few more ideas. I said, well, what about Trash Tuesday? Doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I could work on my Trash Tuesday journal. Or maybe I could work on, pick a little golden book to work in. And I have several of those. Or something like, or I could just name one, like the Dirt Road Diary. Can't write on a little paper here. Dirt Road Diary. So now when I'm thinking of something, I'm putting it in here. And it could be any journal, any subject matter. Oh, I have a box of things from Happy Mail under the table. So I could pull from the Happy Mail box, pull from Happy Mail box. People send me beautiful things to put in my journals, and I still have a lot of extras under the table. I know that's not very neat, but that's okay. Let's see, what else? Ooh, slow stitch journal. And I've been doing some different things in the slow stitch journal. And I'll share that with you. I know this can go on forever, right? Kitty Boho. All right, I'll add some more later. Kitty Boho journal. Because this is not what I'm doing today. I just thought I would pop some more in there while it was in my mind. Put the lid on, and I will work on this another time. Sorry, I'm reaching over. Put that out of the way. And I left these little scraps of paper here. So when I think of something, I can just pop it in there. That's just garbage. I know, table's a mess. Okay. Second crumb I left on the table were the pages for my Christmas Caravan Journal. And I had cut all the pages, and I had just started gluing them together. Well, I did pop in and get these all glued. No, I didn't film it because it was just gluing pages together. And I used pieces of a mailing envelope to just, oh, that's coming up. Got to do a little quality control here. Oh, I went to the Dollar Tree. Yay, went to the Dollar Tree again. And they didn't have any more of these at my Dollar Tree. So I had to buy a big bottle at the Walmart. And I'm finding I like the little bottles better. Easier to handle and make sure they don't dry out so fast. All right, so we got, actually, this goes this way. Okay, we're going to fold these in just a second. All right, so this was the first page. All right, we'll get this folded. So it's a little thick right there in the center, so I'll take my bone folder, which means I just grab the nearest pair of scissors and press the handle down on that Tyvek. And this was the next one. So let's see what's been going on. Well, you know, the other day I put up the Christmas tree, and yesterday I have a big shelf in the kitchen that Mr. Possum had made, and I like to decorate it for the season, put lots of fun things on there. And I took down my September, October, November decorations. I put them all up at once. So it's like fall, Halloween, and Thanksgiving all go up at the same time. It's a big shelf. This way I don't have to change it. Or buy so many things to fill it up for each season. Well, anyway, so I was really loving those fall decorations up there. But it was time to take them down. Oh, I think I finally got this one folded. So I had pumpkins and gourds. Oh, you know what? This one folds this way. Okay. Like that. And this one was next. TT's in the hallway. She's in a mood right now, let me tell you. I had a witch. I love my little witch. And I had a ghost. Mr. Possum had picked out the ghost. I think he got it at the Hobby Lobby one day. I haven't been to the Hobby Lobby in a while. I like to get the seasonal things when they're on sale. Okay, now that should do it. So then, after I get everything down, what'd I do? Oh, I dusted the shelf and then put up some Christmas things. I put way more fall things than Christmassy things. But that's okay. Because I had a lot of those little pumpkins that I was collecting, mostly from, I think, Walmart and the Dollar Tree. So they weren't expensive. And every year I got a couple more. So that's why I had so many of those. Well, now, Mr. Possum has been buying me these little bird decorations. So I put those up there, and then I had an owl that my sister gave me, and I put that up, and a collection of snowmen, of course my winter gnomes. So now that's done. I have the living room decorations I have to do yet. And I need to take down the window clings, the fall window clings. All right, now, Possum Patty, check your work. 2 signatures, 4 sheets, and I'm calling this a sheet, in each, and that's 8 sheets. Each sheet has 4 pages, that's 32 pages, and I'm just going to flip through quickly, make sure I've got the right things lined up together. So this is perfect, awesome, perfect. And the next one goes together, and all these white pages will get decorated when I journal on them. And that's that. All right, so now that is done. I had worked on this a little bit before. Let me show you something else I've worked on. And that is the inside of the caravan. Yeah, I know, I was doing pastel colors, but you're not going to believe this. This is super amazing, right? Well, I decided, I was looking through the winter papers and I'm like, I have a lot of blue. Maybe I'll make the inside of the Caravan blue, which really doesn't go with the pastel colors that I put on the outside of the Caravan. But I'm like, I don't care. It just hit my mind. I really wanted to do blue. And I had this awesome fabric. Remember I was showing this on the table. And I thought, ooh, I could put that in the middle. And so I went and I picked out these blue papers. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So I was just really, really loving this. So this is what happened. First, I did my pages here, got them all put together, and then I glued everything down. I said, okay, I'm going to let this dry. And I went away for the evening. I know I didn't make a video about it, but that's okay. I'm sharing it with you now. And then I came back in the morning. I'm saying, okay, now this is dry. Let me bend it up. And you are not going to believe what happened. Okay, first you have to remember what this looked like before I put the blue paper on, right? Okay, so here we go. It completely changed. Look at this now. The whole outside of the Caravan became blue. I don't know how this happened. The fairies must have come in at night and decided that they loved the blue on the inside and worked so hard all night long and put blue all over the outside of the Caravan. Matter of fact, I'm sure it was the fairies because see this blue paper with the gold stars and the gold moon? It almost looks like a man in the moon with a window for an eye. And if you look carefully inside that eye, you can see two tiny fairies inside that window. And of course, peeking through the window in the door is Flat Stanley. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, it is so gorgeous with a magical blue forest, winter forest, and silver tinsel trim all around the door. Flat Stanley inside, the fairies inside the moon, this gorgeous blue and silver fabric. And look at the back. Isn't that amazing? Look at the swallows. Oops. Piece of thread. Look at the swallows. I love it. So it's sort of gone from a pink and teal Christmassy pastel to a deep blue silver and gold winter solstice look. Oh my, but I love it. I love it. Thank you so much to the fairies for spending all night changing the look of my Caravan journal. Look at this. Ah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Well, I'm going to sew in those signatures so I can get going on this. It is almost the end of November. And to sew in signatures, what I do first is make a little template. And I have many videos that I've already shown this to. And I'm going to have two signatures, so I fold the paper into thirds, and then I fold it in half and mark the middle. And then I come down about 3/4 of an inch from the top and bottom. And those X's are where I'm going to poke the holes for to sew in my signatures. And usually I tape this down. I'm looking for some tape. It's hard because I got material poking up at the top here. All right, so I got to get this in the center. So you can see this is about the same size as the spine, which was like 1.5 inches. But I usually poke the holes from the inside. And then after I do this, then I poke the holes in the signatures and just do a simple, very simple pamphlet stitch. And even though I get everything all measured out and all that stuff and taped in, it never comes out perfectly straight, but that's okay. So this is cardboard, so I gotta press really hard, because there's no way I could get a needle through this cardboard. So I use the tool, the pokey tool. That's an awl. And now I do the same thing with the signatures. And you can see where I folded it. And I put that, or is this the front one? This is the front one. All right, I'll do the front one. I put that right in there. Now these pages are smaller than the cover, so what I usually do is mark this a little bit for the middle of the page. So these are about, well, we'll go with 5.5. So it'll be about 2 3/4 be the middle, right? So that's pretty close. That's pretty close. So I'm going to line this up with the middle right there. And I'm going to mark how far up I've come, because I have to do the other signature. And it's not going to be exact, but I can get it pretty close. I got a tape on the sides for this. Okay, you can put some clips on here to hold this. It's not going to be exact anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, top at the top. Put that in the middle. Line it up with that line right there. Okay, then I'm going to poke the holes right through the Tyvek. Like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, I tried this silver thread and it broke right away. I thought maybe it would be strong enough because it is 3 strands woven together, but it just snapped real quick. So I'm going to try some white embroidery floss. One of the best things to use is waxed thread, and I need to get some more because I have run out, but that's okay. I can always come back and add that later on. I've never had a problem with, you know, fixing a signature if it was too wobbly or something. Okay. And I'm just going to do the very simple pamphlet stitch. I'm going to put the threads on the outside dangling so that I can add a charm. I'm thinking maybe some silver stars or silver leaves would be really pretty. So I want to leave a thread hanging like that. Or if I don't do that, I may make a tassel. So I'm going to go through the middle where I poke the hole. And then to the bottom. You can go to the top, you can go to the bottom, doesn't matter. Stick it through that bottom hole. Like that. And go to the top. pull that through. Make sure I still got my thread there. Okay, now you want to be very careful going through the middle because you don't want to divide the thread that's already there. You want to steer clear of that if you can. Or else it won't pull tight. All right, I think I did it. See, I didn't want it to come up through the middle of that. And now you want one strand of thread on each side, like that. I'm going to pull it tight. I go and check the inside. Inside looks good. This is hard to do under the camera. Okay, pull that as tight as I can. And number 2 and number 3. And then trim it a little bit. And that is in there. I'll do the other one and be right back. There you have both signatures sewn in. And they're pretty tight, pretty tight. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm not going to fuss with them too much. There's more I can do to decorate this. I'm looking at my charms right now. And do I have anything in the silver? Oh, here's a moon. That has to go on there. Oh, and a sun. There's a sun. What else? We have lots of elephants. A fish, a butterfly. Oh, let's see. We got a peace sign. Oh wait, here's a star. It's a little tiny one. I thought I had some little silver owls. Let's see, these are too big. I don't want anything too heavy. Okay, I need one more. I could do a little tiny elephant, but I thought I had a little silver owl. I just put a few of those little silver charms on here for now. I might come back and add some beads or change this later. I don't like to put too much while I'm working on the journal, but I thought I'd add a few fun touches right there. And this is ready to go for December 1st, but this is on the desk. And this is an iron-on, but it is gorgeous fairy. And can I just glue her going through these woods here? Like that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I bet you I can just put some fabric tack on here and glue it down, right? Right. Okay. I know, once I get going, I keep going. Oh, did you notice the gold around the edges here? How sparkly that is. And if this doesn't work, I'll just use a die cut, a paper die cut, put one there. But I think this should work. Her hands look a little weird. I just noticed that. Oh, I see. That's like the end of her sleeve and then her hand. Okay. We're just going to put her right there. It's flocked. It's fuzzy. It's gorgeous. It is such a soft black velvet. Gorgeous. Okay, so this is ready to go. Yay! But before I go, in my Just Because Slow Stitch book, which I am now treating a little bit more like a journal and trying to get things in here that people have gifted me. Well, the story of the Let's Go family, these images came on a canvas that was gifted to me. And just some fun things here. So I have this big puffy button, and this gnome tag was gifted to me, and I'm going to put something there, and I'm going to put something there. And this was gifted to me. Now, so we went out in the car, and I believe I was talking about this. I wanted to make some owls, but I didn't get that far. But what I did do was take this beautiful tree material that Janet Nash had gifted me, and I put some sparkly green stitches around the edge, and I made a little pocket. Now these two pages will get sewn together like that, but right now they're separate. And I made it into a pocket for the little tag. Oh, I have to put her name on there. I will do that and come back and show you. And so we're riding in the car, and okay, easy part, I sewed around the edge, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sew it in like a pocket now onto this green material here. No problem. And then I'm like, oh, but I want to start putting people's names on what they're gifting me because, you know, the brain, she's a broke, I can't remember. So then I said, well, I can embroider her name right on here, Janet, but I had already sewn it to the green. Wonky stitching. You have to remember I'm in the car, so every time we hit a bump, the stitches go wonky. But that's not a problem. So what I had to do is sort of embroider this with my hand in there to make sure it didn't go through the green because I was using it for a pocket. So that was challenging, riding in the car and sewing inside the pocket while hitting the bumps in the road. But now I have my place to put my gifted mushroom into my gifted tree fabric pocket. And so this is going to go here. So my sister gave me a pin. And what I do with it? Now this was my mother's pin. And I love it. Look at the hair. My mother's hair was like that, but white. And it was black and white. It's got little hearts. My mother wore glasses. So I did this in the car too. I took this scrap of black and white material, and it is a Mary Engelbrett. And I put the salvage on there. This is a VIP fabric by Cranston Print Works. Didn't all fit. And this is another Mary Engelbrett material. And all I did was sew that heart on there. And I'm going to put the pin on here. Isn't that adorable? And I'm going to embroider the word mom on there. And then I'm going to sew it to the back of this. So that's going to be right there. And that'll be that. So that's something I'm working on right now in this journal. And I was much smarter this time. I left this loose so I can embroider mom on there, and then I will put it in later. I'm going to go ahead and stick the pin on here because I don't want to lose it. Okay, so that'll go there. And let's see, what else? And when I was decorating the shelf and the tree, I pulled this off an ornament. And this reminded me about my Merry and Bright Kleenex box junk journal. And this I made, this is my Merry and Bright. Last year, like I said, from a tissue box and cards and wrapping paper, tissue paper, and in here I am, oh, painty paper. This is from a card. Holidays are more fun when surrounded by friends. Did you pick up your tree? Yeah, I hurt my knee. What, you want to ski? No, I don't have my key. Yeah, I gotta pee. The old lady's walking through the snow. So I just made fun things from trash as I got it during the season. Images, cards, like I said, advertisements, chocolate wrapper. Oh, look at the kitty. Gnome. So I believe there is room in here to put a few more things. So I need to put this out on the table so when I get little things like this, I can pop it in here. Like I don't have enough out on the table. This might be cute, just like a dangly. Yeah, this might be a cute dangly for one of these pages. Something like that. I could punch a hole and put that right in there. So I ran over, got my hole punched. No better time than right now, right? Just punch a hole and put it on there. So I started this last Christmas and I didn't quite fill it up, but that's okay. Now I have it for this year for some cards and some trash. I can add things to this if I'd like to. So I will put a link below on how I made this from my tissue box using the window. Putting another window type thing on the inside too. Oh, I got a little pocket over here. Okay, so that's it. I probably ran over, but that's okay. That's okay, because that is what's on my desk. We got the Christmas Trashy going, we got slow stitching going, and we got the December daily ready to roll. It's ready to roll. And, oh, if you come up with something that I could put into my possibilities jar, you might think it's a good idea, just put that in the comments below. I'll welcome all kinds of ideas to go in the jar. Like I said, I might do that once a week or something. Just for some fun, challenging journaling for myself. Give myself a little challenge there. And having the jar pick out, having the fates pick out something for me to do. So I just want to wish everybody happy junk journaling. Thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.